It's football time in East Central Ohio.
From AVC Sports and WBNV, Barnesville Woodsfield's 93 BNV. Now it's time to head for the field for tonight's game on WBNV.
93 BNV.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to AVC Sports here on WBNV 93.5 FM and YRPtv on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Mark Brown with Jeff Stevens tonight, and we have the Portsmouth Trojans. They made a 3-hour and 15-minute drive from far southern Ohio all the way up here today to play the Barnesville Shamrocks in the second round of Division 5 Region 19 high school football. And Jeff, Portsmouth ended up 12th, ended up getting a win because of a situation with Ironton, moved up to 5th. They played Amanda Clear Creek, which is down the Lancaster, Ohio area, beat them last week, and here they are tonight.
Right, Portsmouth, everything in this Region 19 was kind of sent into chaos over the last few days of the regular season. The Portsmouth team that was kind of borderline whether they were going to make it or not, then they thought they might be 12th, and then they ended up getting awarded a forfeit when they played Ironton the last week of the season, which jumped them all the way up to 5th and enabled them to host a game last week. Their overall record is, they're 7-4 on the field, 8-3 on paper, I guess you could say. But all that's neither here nor there. You got two teams playing. What their seed was, what their record was, as we know in the past, means nothing. It's whoever does the best job.
And when you're from different regions of the states, you don't know how the competition is. One thing was interesting, then we'll leave the thing go about Ironton. If Ironton had not had the forfeit that, Barnesville would have played them in the first round last week in Barnesville. So this situation happened tonight. We're getting ready here for the national anthem, and you can stay and watch that live, and that is sponsored by Jeff.
It's sponsored by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. We'll sponsor our national anthem, which will be coming here in just a moment.
The hard work that's brought them here. We come forward asking that you keep every player. We do. We also pray for our fans and families. Thanks and give fans a safe trip home. And thank you for their support and spirit they bring to our community. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing for our national anthem, followed by the Barnesville alma mater.
This is Kelly with Rumor Loudon Heating and Air Conditioning. I wanted to let you know your air conditioning and heating system run an average of about 3,300 hours per year. If it was a car traveling at 65 miles per hour, that would equal 214,000 miles. Just like your car needs maintenance, so does your heating and air conditioning system. Call for a tune-up today. We have 3 offices to best serve you in Barnesville, St. Clairsville, and Moundsville.
High school football
from AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
Back here at Barnesville, where the Barnesville Marching Band finishes with the national anthem and the alma mater. And Jeff, let's give a shout out to our sponsors tonight that are making this game possible for everybody.
Yeah, appreciate everything. When you do some postseason games, there's a few more expenses involved there, so glad to have these people aboard here. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Nayland Bateman Insurance Services, Campbell Plumley Milburn Funeral Home, Life Support Therapy Services, Hendershot Detailing, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Doane Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Smithburger Realty, and Rumor Loudon. And thank you to those folks. And our national anthem was sponsored by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. And at the conclusion of the game today, we will have one player from Barnesville will be awarded as the Dairy Queen Player of the Game. And also one player from Barnesville will be awarded the Guernsey Muskingum Power Lineman of the game.
And now, of course, we'll go to an offensive or defensive lineman. Let's talk real quickly here about this region. Of course, the first round was last week. The top 4 teams got byes. Barnesville was 4, so they did not play. The other games tonight, Barnesville and Portsmouth, the winner of this game tonight will play either Wheelersburg or Morgan. Yes, Wheelersburg again, Jeff. The other bracket will be Columbus Academy and Zane Trace. And the other game tonight, of course, the team we're familiar with, Union Local Jets. They are at Nelsonville, York. So the Nelsonville, York, Columbus Academy will play next week, the winners. Barnesville, Portsmouth, Wheelersburg, Morgan, those winners will play next week.
And we might add here, as we discussed earlier before we went on the air, next week's game will be still at the host of the higher seeded team. So regional semifinals, which that will be, in the past has always been neutral site, but this year, no neutral sites until regional finals. So next week's game will be at the higher seeded team. If Wheelersburg wins tonight, it would be at Wheelersburg. If Morgan wins, then it would be at either Barnesville or Portsmouth.
Exactly. So we'll wait and see, and we'll keep you up to date on those scores as we watch those. And some of the other teams in our area that we were talking about that are in playoff action tonight. Caldwell and Fort Fry are playing each other. Fort Fry won their Region 6. Their only loss of the year was to Barnesville. Also, Steubenville is playing Buckeye Valley. Wheelersburg, as we said, playing Morgan. And then Zane Trace and Columbus Academy. And those are about the only teams in this area. Of course, Waterford playing tonight, but that's about it. Still left in the playoffs this year. So the stars being announced here, so we will go ahead and we will announce the Barnesville Stars. Barnesville, Jeff, did win the toss.
Yes.
They elected to receive, so Barnesville will be on offense this year. So let's go through the starters for them. The center is Christian Hannes. The 2 guards, Braxton Byers and Dylan Lucas. The 2 tackles, Matt Cassiopo and Gavin Morris. The tight end is Logan Craker. And the skill positions, quarterback, Cole Francis. The 2 running backs, Trey Tulliver, and the fullback is Kobe Jones. And the 2 wide receivers, Phoenix Graham and Joel Detling. Trey Tulliver, averaging about 135 yards a game. He's got 25 touchdowns this year, and that's the name you'll hear the most. But also Kobe Jones, he'll carry it in a lot of short situations, and also they use him a lot to block for Tulliver.
Yeah, Jones is up just under 600 yards for the year himself. And also, Cole Francis has thrown for about 1,200 yards also. Now, one of his favorite targets for the year, Colt Carpenter, who's been in and out of the lineup this year with injury, is out again this week. We saw him walking around down here as the teams were warming up. He's not in uniform tonight. It looks like he has a boot on his right foot, so he's unavailable. So that's where somebody else, if the Shamrocks, when they choose to go to the air, were Phoenix Graham stepping in there, and also Joel Detling, and we've seen the backs out of the backfield quite often. And also
Jack Anderson also
yes.
in that position. So we'll see what Barnesville does tonight here. And I think, Jeff, if we talk here, Portsmouth, they'll throw the ball, but they're more of a running team than they are a throwing team.
Appear to be a run-first team from what I have seen. I mean, a really nice running back named Fernando Pocius. He'll wear number 10. And their quarterback, is Marquez Locklear. Pocious is just a junior. Locklear is a senior. Most of their line people for Portsmouth, a lot of seniors on there. Not a real big roster. Portsmouth, a little bigger school than Barnesville as far as student enrollment, but not nearly as many people in uniform as what the Shamrocks have. But year in, year out, it's a good sports town down there in basketball and football. They've been in the state Final Four a couple times. I think most recently was the year 2000, but they've had a lot of success in the various sports over the years as the Shamrocks now make their way to the field.
Also, Portsmouth coming out. So 2 good football programs here playing each other. And I'm not aware if these teams have ever played before. If they have, it was a long time ago.
Not that I'm aware of. Shamrocks will be in their all green with the green helmets. Portsmouth will be across the way. White jerseys with red numbers, blue pants, and red helmets. Somebody out in the press box earlier mentioned the fact that they look a lot, as far as the uniforms, like Fort Fry.
Yes, they do. Yeah. And our officiating crew, Jeff, out of the Zanesville area.
The Zanesville area head referee is Scott Welker. And we're just a couple of moments away from getting this game underway. As we said earlier, Barnesville did win the toss, and they will receive. And Mark gave you their starting offensive lineup.
And, when Barnesville, they've won the toss a lot more than they have not this year. And Blake Allen always likes to take the ball first. And, again, they won tonight, and he did elect to take the ball first again.
And on the starting lineup sheet that we were given here before the game, looks like, offensively and defensively, Portsmouth starts all juniors and seniors. They have no sophomores listed on their starting lineup, and really not a lot of sophomores see extensive action for Barnesville. So, a couple of veteran teams, and Portsmouth coming out to line this up. And we're just about ready to get this underway here as Jacob Roth is their place kicker. He's a senior, and he'll tee it up at the 40-yard line.
As we said, their quarterback, Marquez Locklear, Fernando Pocious is their running back. The other one, Cameron Williams. Their 2 wide receivers, Leland Surlock and Braxton Carr.
It looks like deep for the Shamrocks. Looks like the running back duo of Jones and Tolliver are deep.
And they are back about the 5, so I'm sure Barnesville did have a chance to go watch them live last week.
And I believe this young man during the year has kicked a field goal or 2 and is a pretty accomplished field goal kicker. So if that comes into play as the game goes, both teams have a good kicker.
And the kickoff is off. And this will be Jones. And he'll go out, he'll break it into the middle, breaks a tackle, and he will be brought down right before the 30-yard line.
That was Tolliver.
Tolliver, okay, there I go again.
But out to the 30-yard line, that's, so-so in field position. I think as far as a kickoff coverage team, I always like to, if you could make a team start inside the 30, preferably closer to the 20, but, not bad field position in for Barnesville at the 30-yard line.
We did notice during the captains, Portsmouth, some very good-sized linemen.
And one of their defensive tackles, their number 77, listed at 6 foot 305.
This will be a sweep to Tolliver. He'll break a tackle, and he'll take it up to about the 32, and he'll power his way forward close to the 35, and he will pick up 4 to 5 yards on the first play of the game. He was originally stopped after about a 2-yard gain, then powered forward. We'll give him 4 yards on that carry. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
It looks like between Tolliver just kept the legs moving and his lineman kept moving, and that enabled them to get forward for maybe an extra yard. So 4 yards on first down, obviously not a problem.
I formation again. Tolliver, he zigs his way through there, and he'll pick up another 4 to 5 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, Lamont Malone made the tackle there and stopped Tolliver just short. It looks like, just about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
So we'll give him 5. Dontalia and Carter also on the tackle. That'll bring up now a 3rd and 1 on the Barnesville 39-yard line.
We saw Hines Ward was a wide out or a wing back there that was in motion on that last play.
Right now the fullback is Kobe Jones. Quarterback Cole Francis, a junior. Tolliver, also a junior tailback.
Play clock inside 5.
He powers his way through, and he's going to be close, Jeff. I don't know.
Good penetration by the Portsmouth defensive front. I think he surged forward and did get the first down. And does he put the ball down right on the 40-yard line? The crowd was kind of waiting also, and nobody was really cheering until they saw the ball put down.
And saw the lineman on the opposite side motion to the post bearers there to move the stakes. So that'll bring up a fresh set of downs now. So 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks.
3 carries for Tolliver for 10 yards.
And this will be now a pass option, and it looks like he's going deep. And if this ball is thrown, it is, and it's completed there.
Joel
Detling. And that was on the 40.
Down to the 15. That's going to be 55 yards.
Yes. And that Joel Detling had his man beat there. And Detling with a 55-yard completion.
Well, that ball was well thrown, and Detling had a couple of steps on his man. He kind of maybe had to slow down just a fraction there to get the ball, but he had a step. And you see that sometimes teams are predominantly run teams, as Portsmouth is. You know how much have they faced the pass during the year?
And this will be a sweep again. Tolliver, he looks, goes behind his blocker there is Jones. He cuts it back in. He goes, and he's going to score. 16-yard touchdown run for Trey Tolliver to lead off the Barnesville first possession.
5 plays to cover the 70 yards.
And that was a nice run by Tolliver. He went outside. Kobe Jones had his man blocking him out. Tolliver cut inside and went for the touchdown. And the kick is good.
Luis Garcia kicks it right through there.
Spanish exchange student. Luis Garcia kicks, and I do want to apologize. That was Hines Ford that was blocking out there. Again, we have a hard time telling up here number 8 and number 9 apart from this far up, but the fullback out there, Ford, that time doing a good job of blocking for Tolliver, and that makes it 7-0 Barnesville. And we'll take a break and be back after this.
Campbell Plumley Milburn Funeral Home, proudly family-owned and operated. We serve our community with care, compassion, and dedication every day. We offer thoughtful pre-planning services with convenient monthly payment options, making it easier to plan ahead with peace of mind. We also accept all pre-need transfers from other funeral homes. Trust our family to care for yours when it matters most. Congratulations to the Shamrocks on an outstanding season, and best of luck in the playoffs.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
5 plays, 70-yard touchdown drive by the Shamrocks. And Cameron Williams and Leland Skurlock will be deep for the Trojans as Garcia tees this one up. That touchdown coming at 9:31 left. So 2.5 minutes off the clock, and the Shamrocks on the board. And just exactly how you want to start the game if you're Barnesville. And there's Garcia's kick down the middle of the field, taking it about the 10-yard line. Bobbled back across the 20. He'll be about the 25-yard line and brought down.
Joel Detling with that tackle.
And the return man was Cameron Williams for the Trojans, out to the, see where they put the ball down. It's going to be right about the 25-yard line. And that's exactly where they put it, at the 25. Number 10 is probably one of the feature backs in the backfield. But Portsmouth's going to come out and go.
Nobody in the backfield.
Five wide, 3 right, 2 left. Look to throw. There's a quick out to Pocius, and he drops the ball. Incomplete. That is he's a junior running back there, Fernando Pocius. 5'10", 202 pounds.
You know, they were running that play a couple times and they were warming up, and he dropped it both times then, too.
But Locklear, the quarterback, is number 8. He's a senior. Now Pocius will go back into the backfield into a pistol formation. Again, dropping to throw. We have a flag down. Pass across the middle, overthrown by a lot. Intended there for number 22, Caleb Johnson, but a flag, and it's going to be a sideline warning. Is that the signal I saw?
Yes.
So that is nothing. It is an incomplete pass, and 3rd and 10. And well, you know my feeling about sideline warnings. We got to get those out of the way early.
Right. Caleb Johnson was the receiver there. It was intended for. He was open, but the quarterback just underthrown him.
Shamrocks will rush 3 now as they put an extra defensive player in. Running back in motion. Locklear again rolling to his right. Across the middle, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down. And we'll wait till they unpile here to see for sure who the receiver is. It's number 6, and that is Cameron Williams. They'll put him down out near the 40-yard line. That will be a Portsmouth first down. Pickup of about 15 yards. So Portsmouth with their first down. Kind of catching it, maybe some of us by surprise a little bit. They have thrown the ball now on their first 3 plays.
Predominantly not known as a throwing team. Of course, that's...
Maybe we didn't see the right game films.
Also, maybe trying to throw a little loop in against Barnesville, and this will be a running play.
This Poach is trying to get outside to the left, and he's going to be hit. He fumbles the football. It's on the ground. It's still on the ground. Shamrocks have it. Phoenix Graham. That ball squirted loose a couple of times there, and Phoenix Graham falls on it. Turnover. Barnesville ball at the 46-yard line.
And a big break there for the Shamrocks, especially after scoring early.
Excellent field position now at the Portsmouth 46.
Chance for Barnesville really to make a play.
So not a real good start for Pocius there as he dropped the pass on the first play and then fumbles there. But he was gang tackled and he was hit hard in the backfield too. It was, so now with 8:36 left first quarter, Barnesville starts their second possession in excellent field position. Shamrocks already leading 7-0.
Barnesville really did a nice job of stringing that play out. And then he got hit from behind, as you said, and fumbled, and Barnesville recovers.
Shamrocks will put 2 wide receivers right and 1 wide left.
And there's another open player, and that, again, and that's Phoenix Graham.
And he was wide open down the middle of the field. They'll put it down at the 26-yard line. That's going to be about a 20-yard pickup.
Yes. Phoenix Graham, as you said, he was wide open there. For those able to watch this on TV, you saw that.
Shamrocks have gone to the air twice, and both times have had open wide receivers.
75 yards now in passing.
And that's just on two
passes, right. Of course, the big 55-yarder to Joel Detling in the last possession. I formation. This will be a quick out pass. And almost dropped there, but he was not able to get any yardage because of trying to get the ball. And by that time,
and he's going to be for a loss. He would have been better off if he would have dropped the ball, because that would have been an incomplete pass, and now he's going to lose 2 yards.
And that was Detling, I believe.
Yes.
Loss of 2 yards. Second down.
But yeah, while he was jiggling it there, trying to get hold of it, the defender was able to come up on him.
Yeah, but as you're trying to gain possession of the ball, you're not thinking about it's going to be a loss or going to be, you're trying to get possession. So, but that's well covered by Portsmouth, and that's the first negative play that Barnesville has had thus far. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here, and Barnesville's going to spend a timeout.
So we'll take a break as Barnesville leading 7-0, and they have a 2nd and 12 coming up.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and sometimes we need a helping hand. At Life Support Therapy Services, your well-being is our priority. Our experienced therapists offer compassionate support tailored to your unique needs. Schedule your confidential in-person or telehealth session today by calling 740-487-1768 or by visiting our website at lifesupporttherapyservices.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Smithberger. Are you looking to sell or buy real estate? Smithberger Realty is a part of our nation's largest traditional and auction real estate company. We can provide you with national marketing with local expertise. Come visit our offices in Clarington or Barnesville.
Smithberger Realty is an affiliate of United Country Real Estate.
High school football
From AVC Sports.
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
Barnesville, 2nd and 12. The pitch comes back to Phoenix Graham, and he will keep it. No, that's Evan Wells. They got him in at quarterback now. We've seen that several times this year. They'll bring him in just for a quick running play, and he will pick up about 6 yards.
Gets to the 22-yard line.
Pick up a 6, 3rd down and 6 from.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Definitely 2-down territory for Barnesville as the ball is on their own 22.
Yeah, during the last half of the year, that's something Barnesville you started to use a little bit more out there and utilize Evan Wells as a runner. And he had a couple of pretty nice games running the ball on not a lot of attempts.
He's a sophomore, backup quarterback. And this will be another passing play, and he finds a man open. And that is Phoenix Graham again. And that is a 1st down.
He's the
That'll go down to the
15-yard line. Needed 6 and got 7.
7-yard pass play for a 1st down. I'll tell you, Barnesville doing a very good job. Phoenix Graham, 4 for 5. Check that, 4 for 4. 1st down 10. I formation, and there will be a whistle right as the ball is blown, and it will be on Barnesville. And that's their first penalty of the game.
Good ball. False start.
False start on the Shamrocks. That's a 5-yard penalty.
And that is the game's first penalty. We had a sideline warning, which is not yardage on the first warning. So back to the 20s, so 1st and 15. We've reached the 6-minute mark and time remaining in the first quarter. Barnesville in their second possession, leading 7-0. Trying to convert a Portsmouth turnover into points.
1st and 15. I formation. Hand off to Tulliver. He'll power his way through for about 3 yards.
And one of the linebackers in there, Trevin Brooks, up and made the play. There, a short gain.
Officially 2-yard gain.
2nd down, still 2nd down now and 8.
Tulliver 28 yards now on 5 carries. And this will be
Wells,
and he will come around there, and he'll be stopped. He will get a gain, but it'll be a ways before the 1st down. Be about a 5-yard gain for Wells, as he was slot there, went into motion and took the pitch.
So now 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. Shamrocks need to get to the 5.
Well, Barnesville's had success with the passing game. We'll see if they go that route.
And one would think, 2 opportunities to get the yardage if necessary.
And a quick pass there. This will be out to Tulliver. And good tackle there. And he will be brought down for little gain.
That's Brooks on the tackle, but he lost his helmet. He's going to have to come out of the game for a play. Just about to the 9-yard line, so that's only about a 4-yard pickup. 4th down.
Up. We got there
was a flag. I did not see the flag.
I didn't either.
I apologize for that. I was watching the helmet roll around on the field down there.
Personal foul. So that would be a 1st down for the Shamrocks.
That should take the ball down inside the 5.
And we've been told that Portsmouth has a history of getting that penalty called on them this year. So that'll be a 15-yard.
Yeah. It ends up being half the distance.
Half the distance, right.
But yeah, it would have been. Here's this power eye.
This will be Tulliver. I'll tell you what, somebody come through there from behind and caught Tulliver right after he got the ball.
That may have been Pocius that came through and caught him from behind. number 10 for the Trojans. And we'll see where they put the ball down, but that's maybe no gain.
He come from the defensive end over there, came around and was there when Tulliver got the ball and just grabbed him before he got the line of scrimmage and held him back.
But when somebody comes that hard from the outside, you know that the coaches will make note of that.
So this will be a pitch again to Tulliver. He cuts it in, and this time it's good. 4-yard gain for Tulliver. And that's his second touchdown of the game.
That's a 10-play drive.
And that is a result of the fumble by
the recovery.
Smith. And Jeff, where did that start again?
Started at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, 46, yes.
And the fumble recovery was by Phoenix Graham. And the kick is good.
And that makes it 14-0 with 3:34 still to go in favor of the Shamrocks. And we'll take a break and be back after this.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
We know parenting is a full-time job, and it can be easy to get caught up in everyday life. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund and our partners are here for you because we all need a little help sometimes. We can connect you with essential resources in your community, everything from parenting support to ideas for self-care. For the love of your family, visit octf.ohio.gov/love to find the support you need.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
For the kickoff now up to the second Shamrock touchdown. 3:34 left in the first quarter, 14-0 Barnesville. Garcia's kicks away. It's a deep kick down about the 1-yard line. Out across the 10 to the 15 and covered up about the 20-yard line. Good special teams coverage there by the Shamrocks. The return man was Leland Skurlock, and he's only able to get to about the 20-yard line. And he was on about the 1. If that ball had just been another yard, of course, that would have been 20-yard line where the Portsmouth would have started.
And Vince Taylor on the tackle there, number 12 for the Shamrocks, a junior.
They'll put the ball at the 21-yard line for the second Portsmouth possession. First possession was just 4 plays and resulted in a fumble for the Trojans. They'll hand the ball off to the back. Pocious, I tell you, he ran into Gavin Morris near the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, he just, yeah, you're right. As soon as he got that ball, Gavin Morris was all over him. And that will be no gain.
Of course, the strength of this Barnesville defensive unit really comes from their linebackers and Hines Ford and Logan Craker. Trojans want to throw, get some pressure. Locklear scrambling to the side. He's going to be hit and throws the ball away. And we'll wait till the officials will see. There's some good pressure put on. At the moment, it's just an incomplete pass.
That was Kobe Jones that put the pressure on him.
And they're just going to call that incomplete. I was waiting for a second there to see if that might get a flag for
I think he was outside there, yeah. All right, that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. And the big lineman coming out, so Sweeney people in.
Wells and Evan Carpenter going into the game as extra defensive backs on this 3rd and 9.
5 wide receivers.
4 of them to the left. Locklear rolls to the left. Again, pressure now scrambling to the right, and he just throws another one away.
Again, that was Kobe Jones with the pressure.
Yeah, 2 plays in a row. Kobe Jones has been putting good pressure. Incomplete pass, 3rd down to 9, and that will force a Trojan punt. when you put good pressure on a quarterback, it just changes everything. And that's
two plays penalty, I guess.
Okay, did they call? Again, I wasn't looked. I didn't see the flag.
I don't see it either.
Did they call that for grounding?
Not sure.
No. Well, the penalty must have been declined. And I apologize for not seeing exactly what happened, but it is 4th down now and 9. Trojans will punt. Roth is the place kicker, is the punter.
Wow.
And it's no pressure there. He rolls out to the side and gets the kick away, and it hits and be taken on one hop. You can still run.
Did he call a fair?
Once the ball hits the ground, though, I'm not sure if that eliminates the fair catch, but I'm not sure. But, you know.
The official did not blow the whistle, but the players did not tackle either because he just stood there. And that was Joel Detling.
Well, they're going to drop a flag at there, so I think you may get an improper fair catch signal.
There's a flag down.
And we'll see, let the officials sort this one out. And I did not see whether there was a signal or not, but the ball, it bounced and then was picked up and then.
Yeah, most times you see a fair catch, it's usually they catch it. We'll see what he says here.
It is an invalid fair catch signal. It's a 5-yard penalty, which will take the ball back to the 28-yard line.
That's something you don't see called real often.
I would have to consult the officials on that for sure, but obviously he thought he'd called fair catch because once he caught the ball on the bounce, he didn't try. He's probably lucky somebody from Portsmouth didn't unload a big hit on him.
Yes, but when they see him stand there, I think they're afraid to because they don't want a 15-yard penalty called on them.
But third possession for the Shamrocks, already leading 14-0.
Francis back. Tulliver in motion. Now I want to make sure that's Francis.
Wells,
okay. That's Evan Wells. He will take the snap. And he'll pick up about 5-6 yards on that.
Yeah, it looks like closer to 6. That's a couple of carries have seen.
Yeah, he's carried it 3 times now. 17 yards.
When that happens here, and Francis becomes one of the receivers wide to the right, as Wells again will take this snap.
And he will hand it off this time to Tulliver. He's got a line leading him to the left there. And I think it depends on where he went out. That will be a first down, and it is.
Put him at the 41-yard line. Pick up of 7.
6 yards, 6-7 yards.
And another first down. So we're now inside the last minute and 40 seconds here of the opening period, and Barnesville has racked up quite a lot of offensive yardage. They're well over 100 yards of offense.
And I don't think, Jeff, that Portsmouth's had a first down yet.
They had one.
Okay. All right, here's a big run, and this is Kobe Jones, and he's going to break it, and he will go all the way for a touchdown. 59-yard run for Carby Jones, and that makes it 20-0 in favor of Barnesville. I'll tell you what, we said about how big the line was, but Barnesville is manhandling them on both sides tonight on the lines.
And that's Jones's first carry, I believe, isn't it?
First carry, 59-yard touchdown run.
That coming at 1:28 left in the first quarter, and the bubbles from the stands, the wind is blowing them right in on our face.
And as always, Barnesville will go for 2 points here. And this will be a rollout. He's going to look. He's looking. And that's Francis, I believe. He does have somebody. And I don't know. I don't think he got across the line.
No, he had to come back for the ball, and I think he's going to be just short.
And he was hit right after. So that will make it 22 or 20-0.
That was Jones on the catch, but he had to come back on to the 1-yard line to make the catch, and not able to get it back into the end zone. But with 1:30 or 1:28 left in the opening period, Shamrocks 20-0.
We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this.
29 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy,
Are we still, will audio be on the YRP?
Trust a neighbor. Trust experience.
Okay.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual.
So don't say anything until you tell us. What about radio?
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
Okay, then we got to talk then, okay. All right.
High school football. On WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
All right. Go ahead, Jeff.
3 possessions for the Shamrocks. 5 plays, 70 yards. 10 plays, 46 yards, and 3 plays, 72 yards for 3 touchdowns. Last one coming on a 59-yard run by Kobe Jones. His first carry of the game, so that's a pretty impressive average then for Kobe here in the first quarter.
And Portsmouth has 15 yards of offense.
Yeah, they've run 7 plays thus far, and one of them was a fumble.
And the 15-yard was on 1 pass play. Yes, that was the first down.
So Garcia tees it up. And for the 3rd time tonight, kicks it off. This one's not quite as deep. It's going to hit and bounce into the end zone. And that is a touchback. So Portsmouth will start this possession on their own 20-yard line. Yeah, just 7 plays thus far. 4 of them have been pass plays for the Trojans. They are 0 for 4 by my count passing.
They had the 115-yard catch.
Yes, yeah, that was, yes, my mistake there. One completion, but the back is their leading runner. Pocius has just 1 carry.
So 1st and 10 on the 20 for Portsmouth. This is their 3rd possession.
Pistol formation, man in motion. Will hand the ball to Pocius, and he'll surge forward for some positive yardage, maybe 3 or 4 yards.
Bury the tackle. Pick up a 3 down 7.
Caden Berry.
Yes. He's a junior, 6'4", 340.
3-yard pickup then by Pocius.
And those on YRPtv, we had a little problems there, but we're back on. And it's 2nd and 7 for Portsmouth.
The pitch, Pocius trying to get to the outside, has nowhere to go. He'll be forced out of bounds. I think that's Phoenix Graham that forced him out of bounds.
Phoenix coming from that outside linebacker position.
And the clock is still running as the hit was in bounds and he was forced out of bounds. So we're 30 seconds on a moving clock. That ball's back to the 18-yard line, which would be a loss of about 5 yards. And Portsmouth will need to run a play. It's 15 on the shot clock and about 3 more seconds on the play clock. So the Trojans will need to run a play. They send a man in motion. Locklear rolling to the right, still to the right. Again, pressured. They'll try to get up field, breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet before he's finally brought to the ground. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Pretty nice individual effort there by the quarterback.
Phoenix Graham with that tackle.
Marquez Locklear showed some nice running, but he's going to end up being about, let's see, where they're going to put him down at the first quarter has expired. And they're going to put the ball down, well, I'm not sure. We're going to take a break and step back, and when we come back to these commercials, we'll find out exactly what that line of scrimmage is.
I was sitting in my car, and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door, and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
High school football
From AVC Sports.
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
Okay, back here, and on fourth down, Trojans will go for it, and I think he may have gotten the first down. That's Pocious on the carry, and he is across the 30-yard line. That was a fourth down play, so Portsmouth down 20 points, feeling they have nothing to lose, and Pocious will get about a 4-yard pickup and a first down.
Gutsy play there, but that situation. But when you're down 20-0, you about have to.
Locklear under center, gives it to Pocious again, trying to bounce the outside, and he'll be pulled down after a short gain. Craker and Jack Anderson, I believe, across the 35 to about the 37, a pickup of 6. Pocious showed some good quickness to get outside on that play.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 4.
Tight end moves to the right. Pocious once again across the 40. He's going to have another first down. Still on his feet across the 50-yard line where Cole Francis will bring him down. But there is a flag on the play. And it's going to be on Portsmouth. And it is an illegal shift. And that will cancel out a first down run by Fernando Pocious and take the ball back now to the 32-yard line. And I didn't see.
I didn't either, no.
But the signal of an illegal shift would tell me that there was 2 men in motion and they did not both reset prior to the snap.
Portsmouth coach Bruce Cobb really not saying anything over there, so he apparently saw it also.
So 2nd down and 9. Pocious once again, left side, short gain. Hines Ford. I think that's the first time I've said his name tonight.
Yes.
Well, now he was on offense a couple of times there. But Ford on the tackle at the 36-yard line, pickup of about 4. Now we'll bring up 3rd down and call it 5. Locklear under center. He'll roll to the right. Wants to throw. Again on the move. Quick out here, incomplete. Intended for Cameron Williams, but it will be incomplete.
That's a 5th pass attempt for Portsmouth and Marquez Locklear. He's only completed 1. And we'll see if they, last time when they were down here, they decided to go for it on a 4th, but looks like they're going to punt now.
I see Braxton Byers in on defense, on the defensive front on that possession. And some changing. I believe that the Trojans, that their punter is now on the field. That is Jacob Roth.
Luke Detling, the only man deep for Barnesville.
4th and 5. No pressure. Short kick. Going to hit the ground. And again, another fair catch signal there by Datling, but he'll get away from it and let it roll, and it's still rolling all the way down inside the 20 to near the 18-yard line.
Very good roll for Portsmouth. So Shamrocks will take over on their own 19, leading by a score of 20-0.
Shamrocks are 3 possessions and 3 scores.
Well, we got a minute here.
Go ahead, Mark.
Some other scores. Fort Fry 14-7 over Caldwell. Nelsonville York 14-0 over Union Local. And St. Clairsville also behind 14-0. Shamrocks will take the ball. This will be a quick hit. And here's another big run. And this is Tolliver. We'll see how he does. He breaks out, gets caught from behind after a big gain.
Well, he on the cutback going to the sideline. That enabled Cason Myers to catch him from behind. It wasn't really like he ran him down out to the 45-yard line.
So that will be a 27, right? It was on the 18.
Close enough.
Yes.
We're now on the 45. And another first down. But Tolliver, he tried to bounce it to the outside. Then, one of the players kind of caught him from behind. But a big first down, not real good starting position when you're on 18-yard line. Now you're all the way out to the 45. That's Francis, I believe.
That's all we got to watch now.
Yes, it is Francis.
And he will pick up about 4 yards on that carry. And that's his first carry of the football game. Again, if you're on the radio, we are 8:35 to go in the second quarter. Barnesville leading 20-0. Shamrock will take over now, or will start now with a 2nd and 6.
Jake Hannis in at one of the wide receiver spots with the play.
And again, this is Wells.
And we have flags on the field.
And I think that might be another unsportsmanlike. We do have some scuffling down here, and there's a late flag also. Now I think we're going to have 2 of them. Now who they're on, we'll see.
Well, the play is going to gain to the 47-yard line, about 4 yards. So now let's wait and see. And it saw some Barnesville players getting some teammates away from the action there. You do not want somebody to do something that would result in offsetting penalties or an ejection. Okay, we'll see. Okay. We have a sideline warning on Portsmouth and a personal foul also on Portsmouth. The late second flag would have been the sideline warning by one of the coaches. So there's no yardage there, but the 15-yard step off will take it down to about the 32-yard line.
Just got an update here. I want to thank Corey Rush. Wheelersburg right now ahead of Morgan 7-3 in the second quarter. A little closer than we thought it might be. Thank you, Corey.
I believe last week Morgan, with their win, I think that was maybe the first playoff win that Morgan had in school history.
Well, they haven't been to too many playoffs that I can remember.
Agreed.
First down for Shara. Passing play here, another wide open player. And that's a completion, first down. That's Evan Carpenter with the catch.
Yes. And he's going to be all the way down, out of bounds at the, wait for him to put the ball down, about the 21-yard line. So about an 11-yard gain. And we had some other activity there after the play was over, but no flags were thrown. Hines Ford comes off the field.
What we got?
And Scott Welker's microphone is still on. But the ball is at the 21-yard line. Some changing of personnel. We might have technical difficulties with the referee's microphone. Meanwhile,
now it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Shamrocks.
Evan Wells back into the game. And he will be lined up at the quarterback position with Tolliver alongside him.
He'll take the snap. He's going to keep it. He cuts in. And he's going to squirt through. A second effort there by Wells. And he's going to be close to the first down.
Well, one of the big linemen for Portsmouth hit him, and Wells kept his feet, and it's like everybody just quit running, and Wells kept going, and he's down.
That'll be an 11-yard gain for Wells.
So they're going to put it down on the 12.
Oh, you're right. Okay, at
So
first they motioned first down. This time they did. So it's a 9-yard gain.
But it is a nice run there by Evan Wells. Nice change of pace by the Shamrocks. But now at the 12-yard line, Shamrocks with their fourth possession, 7:20 left in the first half.
Tolliver and almost untouched. Trey Tolliver, 12-yard touchdown run, and that makes it Barnesville 26-0 with 7:15 still to go in the first half.
12-yard run.
And that is the third touchdown of the game now for Trey Tolliver. Kobe Jones has the other. Barnesville will go for the 1-point PAT.
Evan Wells is the holder.
High snap, but he gets it down. And that kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:15 to go in the first half, Barnesville 27-0 over Portsmouth. We'll be back after this.
Tax season doesn't have to be stressful. At Hartley & Marshall, we make accounting and tax preparation simple, efficient, and stress-free. Our experienced team is here to help you maximize deductions and minimize hassle. Trust the professionals at Hartley & Marshall for all of your accounting, payroll, and tax services for personal and business needs. Call us today at 740-425-3313 to schedule a consultation and take the worry out of dealing with complicated finances. Hartley & Marshall is a proud supporter of the Barnesville Shamrocks. Go Rocks!
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
We're back here at Barnesville where Trey Tolliver scores on a 12-yard touchdown run. That's his third touchdown of the game. Kobe Jones with the other, and it is 27-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. There's still 7:15 to go in the second quarter.
Well, roughly on the 4 Barnesville possessions, I have them for about 260, probably a little bit better than 260 yards of offense on like 24 plays. And they've had some big plays. That last possession did have a major penalty against Portsmouth, but huge chunks of yardage by the Shamrocks.
Well, Portsmouth has 2 big penalties tonight. Well, one of them was declined, or that would have been 3. So Barnesville will kick off.
Luis Garcia tees it up. That's again a high kick down to about the 6-yard line. 15. And good open field tackle. I believe was that Wells?
No,
it's not Wells. It's 13.
I thought it was 20. Oh, 13, okay.
Brody Schaefer is 13. I think he might have been on that play. And they put the ball down. Again, the officials are talking. We have another, I didn't see a flag. I don't think there is. The ball is on the 18-yard line where Portsmouth will start this possession.
Oh,
there was a flag. A personal foul on Portsmouth.
That is 3 personal fouls tonight already on Portsmouth.
This one will be half the distance to the goal. Now let's wait till the officials sort this out. If the line of scrimmage is the 18, that should take the ball back to the 9 and be 1st and 10, Portsmouth from the 9-yard line. And that's what it will be. But like you mentioned earlier, there's some people that told us from watching some previous film of games in the Portsmouth had several personal fouls at different times in previous games. Locklear wants to throw. Under pressure. He gets away from the pressure, now across the 10. He's across the 20. Now across the 25. He's going to have a first down. It's Marquez Locklear, the quarterback. Big gain. That's out to the 27-yard line.
And they had him close to the 1-yard line there, and he got away. Good athletic move there by the quarterback.
Put the ball on the 27. That's an 18-yard
18 yards, yes.
By Locklear.
That's their biggest offensive play of the game.
And he had one other nice gain there earlier on a scramble.
And that was called back on a penalty.
Yes.
So that's actually officially his first carry of the game.
Get man in motion. Whistle.
And there will be some movement.
Snap.
You can see that from here, some movement.
Another Trojan penalty for a procedure. False start. So that will take it back to the 22-yard line, 1st and 15.
A lot of penalties, Jeff. You don't expect to be seeing the 12th game of the season for a team.
Man in motion on most of the plays there for the Trojans is the fullback Trevin Brooks, who lines up at a wing position. This time he is wing to the left. Here comes a motion again. Locklear on a quick out. It's complete across the 30 to the near the 35-yard line.
And that's going to be a little short to the first down.
It's Cameron Williams on the reception. He's to the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it will be 2nd down now and about 2. Again, quarterback now. Lockleader will go into center. The back's in the eye. Hand off to the running back. That's number 1. That's a new back there. That's Jamarcus Parker. He's out near midfield. And that will be a Portsmouth first down. Pick up of 15 yards. I believe that's Parker's first carry.
Yes, it is.
He's not a big young man there. According to the roster, he's 5 foot, 135. No wonder I didn't notice him out there before, Mark. But he's in that tailback spot now instead of Poches. Again, man coming in motion. That's Landon Malone wide to the right. Again, Parker. Short
this
game
time
this
he didn't score through there.
There's a lot of Shamrocks there. I see Caden Barry once again. Also, and Christian Hannes is in on that. No gain.
Bring up a 2nd and 10.
This will be the 5th play of Portsmouth possession.
Poches a big, powerful running back where Parker here is a little scat back. Very quick.
Yeah, Poches goes about 200 pounds. Again, this is Parker. He'll hit line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And that is, I believe, Christian Hannes again.
And Gavin
Dylan Lucas.
Gavin Morris, I believe there's that number 52 is Morris. Yes, there's Gavin Morris also there. The line of scrimmage is being controlled by the Shamrocks. That pick up there of a yard.
On both sides. Barnesville controlling the line.
And this is the first time tonight with that carry that Portsmouth has advanced into Barnesville territory. Now, but it'll be 3rd and 9 at the Barnesville 49. Locklear rolling to the right. Again, a lot of pressure. This little dump pass off is complete, and that's going to be very close to a first down. That's Trevin Brooks, his fullback. I think he's going to be just a yard short, and I'm quite certain that we saw the earlier go for it on 4th down. The Trojans down 4th and a yard, I would think would go for it. No question about that. When you're trailing 27-0, less than 4 minutes before halftime, some linemen back in for the Shamrocks. Byers in at the one defensive end position. Locklear under center. Gives it to Parker straight ahead, and I don't know. He ran headlong into Braxton Byers, and I think they're going to give him the first down. Well,
right on the line, and that's where the
no signal
mistake is, yeah.
Yes, now one official is signaling first down for Portsmouth. I have not seen
it. They haven't done anything yet.
Yes, there is the signal
there they go.
from head referee Scott Welker. The one official on the side is making the motion as they do is indicate first. And they put the ball right on the 40. And this time started at the 50, so he did gain the 10 yards, and it is a first down. But only a yard on the play. And so Braxton Byers had gone in at that right defensive end position, and I'm not sure anybody blocked him. We're now at 3:10. Clock has stopped. Again, the officials are talking here. The umpire that is behind the defensive line talking to the head referee, Scott Welker. 3:10 left before halftime, 27-0, Barnesville leading. And we'll get an announcement here from the officials.
Come on, push the button.
We're still having trouble with the Oh, they want to reset the clock.
Okay.
They went 3:15 on the clock instead of 3:10, and that is done. And now the clock is winding. Again, Locklear under center. This is Parker once again, and he's going to be nowhere near the line of scrimmage.
Dylan Lucas.
Yes, sir.
Through there. And I'll tell you, he wrapped Parker up right after he got the ball. Nobody touched Lucas.
275-pound senior, and it's a loss of 2. I think it's safe to say that he either played off the block well or there was no block at all.
The way he got through there, I'm almost guessing there was no block at all.
Locklear now rolls to the right. Again, there's some pressure. Steps away from one man, and now he's dropped again from behind.
And that's Hines Ford.
Hines Ford had a shot at him, missed him, and then came back and got an even better shot in, I think. And that's going to be back at the 47-yard line, loss of 5. Yeah, once Locklear stepped away from the initial tackle, he stepped up into the pocket, and that gave Ford a chance to hit him from behind, and he hit him real hard. So that's another loss. That's going to be 3rd and 17.
And give Locklear credit, Jeff, for holding on to the ball when he got hit from behind without expecting it.
Yeah, he had no idea there was a defender even there. Byers back in on the defensive front. Shamrocks will rush 3. Locklear again rolling to the right. He's got some pressure again. And he'll just throw it. Well, no, he didn't throw it away. This is going to be caught. Nice catch down the sideline there. That's Leland Skurlock. And if that's a good catch, well, we get another flag I believe.
And it's in the backfield. We'll see if it's a hold.
That would indicate holding. Holding foul against the Portsmouth Trojans. That'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, and that will be, and that the play went for a first down on the completion. So Shamrocks obviously have to take the penalty. But that will take the ball back to the 43-yard line.
Wow, costly penalties tonight for Portsmouth.
Well, I tell you what, the yardage number is not going to be as high because a couple of those
declined. Right.
Well, and a couple of the 15-yard penalties were half the distance to the goal. But this is 3rd and a mile. About 27 yards to go, 3rd down for the Trojans. 1:34 left in the half. Locklear wants to throw. Again, step up to the pressure. Running again, throws a little lob pass out here to Pocious, who catches the ball down the field. He's going to have some big yardage, 25 near the 20-yard line. That's going to be a first down. And we've got 2 more flags. We've got linemen downfield. I don't think there's any question about that.
2 flags down.
As Locklear did a lot of scrambling, there was an initial flag on the far side, and then there's 2 more flags went down because there was a whole bunch of offensive linemen standing next to referees. So that play that went for 35, almost 37 yards is not going to count. And again, Scott Welker, the official, his crew out of the Zanesville area. 2 fouls. Ineligible man downfield. So 2 penalties.
Wow.
I tell you, Coach Allen might think about declining the ineligible man downfield, which would make it a 4th down play. But again, that's going to back the play up a lot. So field position with 1:19 left, field position is important. There still should be 3rd down, but we'll wait for the officials to make the signal. The dead ball foul is actually an unsportsmanlike foul on one of the linemen, they say. So this is going to take the ball all the way back. I have no idea where they're going to put the ball down. Inside the 25, looks like the 23-yard line.
So is that 15 and 10, correct? Or 2 15s?
It amounts to about 20 yards in penalties. It's a 5 and a 15.
5 and, okay.
But I mentioned moments ago, Portsmouth had just crossed the 50-yard line for the first time. They're now all the way back at their own 23, same possession.
It's
third down, and I can't.
47.
I can't count that far. Locklear, he's scrambling. He throws the ball up, and it's incomplete. Wells is the defender. Pocius was the intended receiver. And did we actually get through? We got another flag on the play on the far side. Now, if that's well, let's wait. But this may be something that Barnesville might decide to decline because of the incomplete pass. It is third down, and as Mark said, it was 3rd and 47. And the officials are going to talk. An illegal forward pass, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. Take the ball back then to about the 18-yard line.
My gosh. I mean, these are things, like I said, by the 12th game of the season should not be doing these things. It's just undisciplined.
I'm going to guess there that, again, I'd have to go back and look at the quarterback there on the scramble was past the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. Locklear doing a lot of scrambling around. But now punt, obviously, I don't think they'll go for it on 4th and 52, Mark.
No.
The kick's away. It's a short kick. Be fair caught there by Detling. And at the 48, 47-yard line, so with 51 seconds left, Barnesville still has 2 timeouts left. And they will put the ball in play at their own 47-yard line. And with 2 timeouts, I'm quite certain that the Shamrocks will take a couple of shots downfield. And you get 2 running backs that can break it at any time.
And
there's no such thing, exactly. They'll go to the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, just never expected this, I'll tell you. There's still a lot of ball to go, but it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, 27-0 Barnesville with 51 seconds left before halftime.
All right, this will be Francis. He's dropping back, moves up, and he's looking, and he's got to throw it away. And there was nobody in the area for Barnesville there, but I think he was outside.
Number 27, Skylar Wells made the catch on the Barnesville sideline, but obviously, unfortunately, for the Shamrocks, he was not in the play, incomplete. But scrambling around, good coverage downfield. Francis had nowhere to throw the ball, and then did the wise thing. I think he was looking at possibly running out of bounds, but then he thought better of it and just threw the ball out of bounds to stop the clock at 41 seconds.
Francis is 6 for 8 throwing. He's going to drop back. He's going to reverse. And I'll tell you what, that well played there by
That's a nice screen.
Yeah, nice screen, but number 69.
Number 69 right there on the play. Ford is on the catch. Number 69 and made the nice play. There's Wesley Runyon, a senior defensive lineman. He read that play the whole way. That's going to lose 5 yards. The screen pass there, and it was Ford on the reception.
And again, if he'd been able to break that, and Barnesville will let the clock run out. And so, here in the second round of playoffs, Barnesville goes in the halftime with a lead of 27-0. We'll be back in a few minutes with our halftime stats and report.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
Need
Need dependable insurance that truly fits your life? At Nail & Bateman Insurance Services, we specialize in crafting personalized coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. Our dedicated team guides you through options, finds the best rates, and delivers prompt, caring service without the confusion. Whether you're a new homeowner, growing your business, or simply looking for smarter protection, we're here for you. Call 740-391-1118 today, and let's build your plan together. Insurance made easy. Protect what matters.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the...
This is Kelly with Rumor Loudon Heating and Air Conditioning. I wanted to let you know your air conditioning and heating system run an average of about 3,300 hours per year. If it was a car traveling at 65 miles per hour, that would equal 214,000 miles. Just like your car needs maintenance, so does your heating and air conditioning system. Call for a tune-up today. We have 3 offices to best serve you in Barnesville, St. Clairsville, and Moundsville.
Campbell Plumley Milburn Funeral Home, proudly family-owned and operated. We serve our community with care, compassion, and dedication every day. We offer thoughtful pre-planning services with convenient monthly payment options, making it easier to plan ahead with peace of mind. We also accept all pre-need transfers from other funeral homes. Trust our family to care for yours when it matters most. Congratulations to the Shamrocks on an outstanding season, and best of luck in the playoffs.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and sometimes we need a helping hand. At Life Support Therapy Services, your well-being is our priority. Our experienced therapists offer compassionate support tailored to your unique needs. Schedule your confidential in-person or telehealth session today by calling 740-487-1768 or by visiting our website at lifesupporttherapyservices.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Smithberger. Are you looking to sell or buy real estate? Smithberger Realty is a part of our nation's largest traditional and auction real estate company. We can provide you with national marketing with local expertise. Come visit our offices in Clarington or Barnesville.
Smithberger Realty is an affiliate of United Country Real Estate.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
We know parenting is a full-time job, and it can be easy to get caught up in everyday life. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund and our partners are here for you because we all need a little help sometimes. We can connect you with essential resources in your community, everything from parenting support to ideas for self-care. For the love of your family, visit octf.ohio.gov/love to find the support you need.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Tax season doesn't have to be stressful. At Hartley & Marshall, we make accounting and tax preparation simple, efficient, and stress-free. Our experienced team is here to help you maximize deductions and minimize hassle. Trust the professionals at Hartley & Marshall for all of your accounting, payroll, and tax services for personal and business needs. Call us today at 740-425-3313 to schedule a consultation and take the worry out of dealing with complicated finances. Hartley & Marshall is a proud supporter of the Barnesville Shamrocks. Go Rocks!
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, Allwell.
Looking to make your vehicle shine like new? Hendershot Detailing in Barnesville is your answer. With over 20 years of experience, their team knows cars, trucks, and SUVs inside and out. They offer a range of packages to fit your needs, and they even have gift certificates available, making it a perfect present for your loved ones. Check them out on Facebook and give them a call or text at 579-1374 to schedule your appointment today. Hendershot Detailing, where every detail counts.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
This is ONN.
Our thanks again to Tim Streed with the OHSAA for joining us tonight. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Beck's Hybrids from the Ohio News Network. Poorly imitated, never duplicated. This is ONN's Tonight in High School Football. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
Welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game. We are joined for a few minutes this evening by Tim Streed, Director of Information Services with the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And Tim, let's start with football. Did the first round of the playoffs go, I guess, as well as you all had hoped with the new format last week?
They really did, Skip. Hey, thanks for calling. Great to be with you again. And yes, the first round went well, and, you know, these first two rounds will be really interesting to then look back on because, of course, for the first time, the top 4 seeds had a bye, and, it was 12 at 5, so that's a lot different than a 16 at a 1 in the first round. But they went really well, had a lot of great games, and so far we've heard good things from the top seeds that had a bye. They were able to rest up their guys and scout their next opponent. So we'll see how they do this week in the regional quarterfinals.
Well, Tim, the higher seed will continue to host until the regional finals, then it goes to neutral sites. I guess walk everybody through again how those sites are determined and then how teams are placed.
Sure. Well, I describe the neutral site selection like it's a big puzzle. We have a lot of pieces all over the state, and we're trying to match them up with the right game. And, a lot of people think that we're able to force a site to host. Of course, we all know that's not the case. We have a long list of sites that have said they are available on certain nights, and we may have the game that fits into a site perfectly, but if that site is not available, then we have to go somewhere else. So but it is a big puzzle, and some nights we don't have all the sites we want to have, and sometimes the perfect site just isn't available. But we start that process back in the summer with getting all the information about the sites, and then what nights during those 2 neutral site weekends that they're available. And then our staff starts working on that. Our administrator, Bo Rugg, and his committee start piecing the puzzle together. And but you're right that the higher seed hosts for the first 3 rounds, and then we'll go to neutral sites for the regional finals.
Well, Tim, I know this is a busy time as always. You have a couple of other championships wrapping up this weekend. And heck, I know basketball practice has begun as well.
It has, yeah. It's amazing that, that happens every year, that we're knee deep into our fall state tournaments. But basketball practice is underway for boys and girls, and before we know it, the girls start basketball. The season starts on November 21st, the boys on the Wednesday the week after that. But this will be a busy week for sure. We have the regional quarterfinals in football, but we're also having the state tournaments in boys and girls soccer and girls volleyball. So I describe this week as one of the busiest weeks in the year for the OHSAA.
Well, Tim, one last thing in regards to basketball. I mean, we've read some national reports, looking to add a shot clock to high school basketball. But, I mean, logistically, how big of a challenge would that be to implement, I guess, everywhere here in Ohio?
Right. We do talk about the shot clock a lot, and it has gained some momentum here in the last couple years. I've been here a while now, and I can tell you that our previous administration was not in favor of the shot clock. I think things have changed a little bit. I think we're slowly warming up to the idea of having a shot clock, but it would definitely take certainly a lot of things to implement it at the high school level. Obviously, the devices would need to be purchased and installed, and the operators need to be trained. You know this from your work with college basketball.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of different rules that go with the shot clock. And then finally, the officials would have to be trained on how to do that. And a lot of high school officials have never worked a game with a shot clock before. So that would be a big piece of the puzzle, too. But, there are a couple mid-season tournaments this year where we have approved the use of the shot clock. So we'll be at some of those tournaments, and we'll keep an eye. And, we keep talking about it. 10 years ago, I would have said it will never happen. Now I will say, well, we're going to keep studying it, and it just might.
Well, Tim, last thing. We know voting will begin a week from Monday regarding the NIL referendum. We'll all find out together, but has there been any indication from you speaking with your member schools on, how close this vote might be?
Well, I think it will be a close vote, Skip, but I do think it will pass, mainly for that reason that we've talked about, is that either our schools can vote this into place and have control over the language of the bylaw and put those controls in place, or the court is going to do it for us. We have seen this dozens of times across the country, that the court will rule in favor of the student athlete being able to make money on NIL. So we're trying just to get some controls in place. We're trying to shape the bylaw. I think for that reason alone, I think our schools will vote it into place, but I think it will be close, and I think it'll be really interesting to see how our schools vote.
Tim Streed of the OHSAA. Tim, we always appreciate your time. Best of luck with everything happening this weekend, okay?
Thanks, Skip. You too.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Friday night under the lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's halftime reports. And while football takes center stage, this is also a busy weekend for other state championships. We'll discuss with Tim Streed of the OHSAA next on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's Player with Heart, Gordon Ayers from Otsego High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
What I really like about playing high school sports is the competition. The competition is really fierce and it makes it way more fun. If it was too easy, I feel like there's no point because it's no fun at all. That's what really draws me into high school sports.
But Gordon's not just an athlete. He's involved in many things, like FFA.
I show a lot, and I think FFA is mainly about agriculture, future farmers of America. So it really draws me to that, and not to mention my mom's also the ag teacher, so.
And that family mindset carries over to agriculture.
It's kind of like a way of life. People live this way, like farmers, this is what they do for life. They do agriculture, like soil farming, raising, like ranching, raising animals, all that kind of stuff, welding. It's just a way of life. It means a lot to a lot of people.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
And we are back here at Barnesville Shamrocks Stadium. The first half has been all Barnesville. At halftime, it is 27-0 Shamrocks. Barnesville took the opening kickoff and went 5 plays to go 70 yards with Trey Tolliver scoring from 16 yards out. That took about 2.5 minutes off the clock. Garcia's kick made it 7-0 Barnesville. Trey Tolliver come right back with a 4-yard run with about 3.5 minutes left in the quarter to cap off a 10-play, 46-yard drive after a Phoenix Graham fumble recovery. It was 14-0. And then before the first quarter was over, Kobe Jones went 59 yards to cap a 3-play, 72-yard drive. PAT pass failed. It was 20-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then Trey Tolliver's third touchdown, a 12-yard run, capped off a 6-play, 81-yard drive in the second quarter. Garcia's kick made it 27-0 in favor of Barnesville at the halftime. And while we're here, let's make a real quick thank you for our sponsors tonight: Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Nayland Bateman Insurance Services, Campbell Plumley Milburn Funeral Home, Life Support Therapy Services, Hendershot Detailing, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Rumor Loudon, Smithburger Realty, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, Village Hardware and Rental, and Doan Ford. And thank you to all those people. And at the conclusion of the game tonight, we will have one player from Barnesville will be awarded as the Dairy Queen Player of the Game. And also one player from Barnesville will be awarded the Guernsey Muskingum Power Lineman of the Game. So stay tuned after the game for that. 27-0 Barnesville at halftime. Mark Brown was going to tell us why it's 27-0.
Yeah, the stats pretty much prove that out right now. Jeff, the biggest number to me, one that just blows my mind here, Portsmouth, 75 yards in penalties on 8 penalties called, and Barnesville declined at least 2 other ones that were major penalties. Just And
I also said, there's a couple of those penalties were half the distance to the goal penalties.
Yeah.
So, what would have been 15 ended up being maybe 5, 6, 8 yards. So that total could easily be 85, 90 yards or more in penalties. And just, to me, there's no reason for that.
And some of them a lot of them just mental things that should not be happening on the 12th game of the season. And I think 3 or 4 unsportsmanlike penalties. And just unbelievable how this team is playing. But they only have right now 82 yards from the line of scrimmage, and then you take 75 off. But Locklear, the quarterback, Trevin Locklear, he's got 13 yards on 2 carries. One of those was -5 when he was sacked. Bochus, he's carried the ball 8 times for 13 yards. Cameron Williams, 1 carry for 9. Jamarcus Parker, 14 yards on 4 carries. So,
and a couple of those Portsmouth penalties have cost them what was a good gain on the play also.
One of them, about a 30-yard play, was called back because of a penalty. But right now, they've only got 49 yards running the ball and even less throwing. The quarterback, Marquez Locklear, has thrown the ball 8 times. He's only completed 3 of those, and he was sacked once, and we said. So for them, 49 yards rushing, 33 passing, 82 yards from the line of scrimmage, 75 yards of penalties. And, Jeff, only a couple first downs that actually counted.
Yeah, probably so. It's hard to keep track of with all the penalties.
Yeah. And we'll give you some scores here. Barnesville, though, very nice numbers. Trey Tolliver, let's go through the running first. Trey Tolliver's carried the ball 10 times, 80 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cole Francis, the quarterback, he's carried it 1 time for 4 yards. Kobe Jones, only 1 carry, but it was a 59-yard touchdown run. And Evan Wells has carried the ball 4 times, 26 yards. So for Barnesville, 169 yards rushing. And we said Tolliver has 3 touchdowns. Kobe Jones has the other with a 59-yard run. And Cole Francis has thrown the ball 9 times. He's completed 7. Detling with 2 of them, including a big 55-yard touchdown, or not a touchdown, but a big play there that put them in position for a touchdown. He's got 2 catches for 57 yards. Phoenix Graham, 2 catches for 27. Trey Tolliver, 1 catch for 4. Heinz Ford, 1 catch for -5 yards. And Evan Carpenter, 1 catch for 11 yards. So Barnesville, 95 yards passing, 169 yards rushing, 264 yards from the line of scrimmage. And they have been penalized 3 times for 25 yards. And turnovers, no turnovers for Barnesville. 1, a very costly fumble for Portsmouth.
Yeah, which was recovered, recovered by Phoenix Graham. And that turnover they converted into points, I believe, was with their 2nd touchdown.
Okay, well, real quickly here before we get started here, if we got time, the teams are out and about ready to go. Give you some updates here. Right now at halftime, Fort Fry over Caldwell, 21-7. Union Local getting beat 21-0 by Nelsonville York. And St. Clairsville, they were down 2, don't have that score right now. And last we saw, the winner of this game will play the winner of Wheelersburg and Morgan. And last we saw, that was 27-0, or 27, I believe, to 7 in favor of Wheelersburg.
So ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. Luis Garcia has it teed up at the 40-yard line at 27-0 Shamrocks. And 3rd quarter is underway. His kick's not nearly as deep. Be taking about the 16-yard line and up across the 25 to near the 30.
And Jeff, we were talking here. What is the one thing Coach Allen said to the Barnesville players at halftime?
Well, to me, based on the fact that with all the late hits and the personal fouls that Portsmouth has called for, that Barnesville has to be disciplined in the second half and not get caught themselves with a personal foul or something that would result in an ejection, because if a player is ejected, he cannot play next week. So you hope that Barnesville is disciplined enough there. This is Pocious trying to get to the outside, and Now he's going to reverse himself to the left, and he'll be pulled down. Hines Ford was right after him and makes that tackle along with some others. And
Phoenix Graham with the tackle.
That's going to lose a couple of yards.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting to see where they put the ball down. It's going to be a -2 for Pocius. That'll bring up a 2nd and 12.
Portsmouth in no hurry here as they get the play from the sideline. When their lineman shifts to the right. And the snap goes past the quarterback. And Locklear will just fall on himself back near the 10-yard line. And Locklear also lost his helmet. And he would probably should have to come out of the game, and he will. That play lost back to the 10. That's a loss of 17 yards. So a backup quarterback will come in on 3rd down and 29.
And Barnesville, Evan Carpenter's the one got back there, even though he's laying down, that brought him down. And that will now bring up a 3rd and 28.
Liam Livingston, a freshman, is now the quarterback, I believe. And he fumbles the ball, and looks like Pocius may have got on the ball. I think he did back at the 9-yard line.
Now, Barnesville's saying they have it, but
yeah, Craker's saying that the Shamrocks have it, and I don't think they do because the officials are making no signal.
Yeah.
And the ball's going to be put down at the 9-yard line. So what did you say Portsmouth's total was, 80-some at halftime? But on that possession there, they just lost 20 yards on that possession.
Yeah, it was 82, so now it's down to 62.
Roth to punt, Graham and Detling deep. They're standing on the Portsmouth 45-yard line.
And if Barnesville is able to score any time here, they will go into a running clock.
No pressure, and the ball hits and rolls. Detling needs to get away from it, and he will. And that's a couple times Barnesville's let those punts hit the ground.
Yeah.
They need to come up and make a play on that, but this ball rolls down, so that's going to be about a 50-plus yard punt. And do we have another?
That's what I was looking.
And we have another flag.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Didn't see it.
The ball rolled dead at the Barnesville 36-yard line.
Now, one of the officials did point towards Barnesville. We'll see what it is here.
Could be a holding call on by the blockers downfield.
Officials having a hard time with that speaker tonight. There we go.
Barnesville.
There, this one doesn't say the number of the player that did it, but it was a block in the back by Barnesville.
They'll take the ball back to the 24-yard line.
Is that 15?
Yes, 15. That's where Barnesville will start this possession with 9:23 left in the third quarter. Shamrocks leading 27-0.
Well, between the penalty and the roll, Portsmouth got a big break because I thought Barnesville was going to get it inside.
Oh, I thought they might be near the 50-yard line. Exactly.
Now it's about where they were lined up for the punt. So 1st and 10, the ball on the 24-yard line. And Tulliver, I believe.
It looked like when he tried to cut back.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped a little bit. It was about 1/3 of an inch of rain here today, but really haven't noticed the players slipping. That'd be a gain of about 4 yards for Tulliver, bring up a 2nd and 6.
Of course, the field, being a turf field, so, the amount of rain really not a problem. And I'm not sure, maybe a little bit of a mist has been falling. We've had a good bit of breeze, but the flag now looks, pretty limp down here to our right.
If you look up under the lights, though, you can see some rain coming down. Not bad, but some. Yep, and that'll be an offside on
and that was
Portsmouth.
That was Wells again taking the snap at the quarterback position.
That was offsides on one of the players there trying to time that and get in there and just didn't get it quite right.
So that will make it 2nd and about 2 from about the 33-yard line.
We've got an I formation.
And Francis will be back under center.
Yes.
Now some shifting. A little tight formation to the left.
Okay, this will be Tulliver. He's going to cut it in. And there he goes. It's another big gain for Tulliver. And he'll go all the way to the 45-yard line of Portsmouth.
Yeah, nice job by Leland Skurlock to make the tackle.
Yeah, 22-yard gain for Tulliver.
I'll clear out to the 45-yard line. We've got a Barnesville player coming off the field holding his helmet. So I think, again, the helmet come off during the play. And
whoop.
Well, that may be why the helmet came off. I didn't see. But another personal foul call.
Boys, they're watching. You got that many officials out there, they're going to see it if you do something.
This will take it down to the 30-yard line for first down.
Good grief.
You know, you're exactly right. You know, after a few of the personal fouls, the officials are going to be paying even more attention.
Even more, exactly. And they keep doing them.
And that's now going to put the Trojans. That's going to be with a couple penalties here. That's going to be about 100 yards now.
Yes.
In penalties.
This will be a fake. Francis drops back. He's under some pressure. He'll get away from it. He's going to throw it deep. And he is going for, somebody dropped it there. We apologize, can't see.
Well, it looked like some contact.
There might be a flag down there.
And
that might be pass interference. Phoenix Graham was the one that had it in his hands. But it's right near where Graham
I think the defensive
pass.
back made some contact with Graham. He still had a chance to catch the ball, but he did not. And it is pass interference, yes. Another 15-yard penalty on Portsmouth. I don't have my calculator, Mark.
It's 110 now.
Wow. And that's going to be more yards and penalties than what they have total offense. And that's just unbelievable. You could be playing in week 12, and that'd be the case.
And I'm watching the coaches from Portsmouth, and they're upset, but I think it's at their players. They're not complaining to the officials much.
Wells
a look. He'll take it, and he's going to go all the way. And he just played off his blockers, wait for something to open up, and he went 15 yards for a touchdown.
And there's 3 flags just went flying after the play's over. This is beyond ridiculous, Mark.
Yes.
The 15-yard touchdown run there by Wells.
Flag on that play.
That coming at 7:46.
There were flags flying everywhere after the play there, and there was a Barnesville player on the ground there. Well, I don't know if it was a late hit, probably another personal foul.
Well, you're going to be in the running clock situation, which is good.
Got 2 fouls on play.
2.
Buck that ball. Unsportsmanlike. Number 8 green. Number 19 white.
Okay, the offsetting fouls, one on Portsmouth and one on Barnesville, but they were dead ball fouls, so the touchdown counts. But again, the offsetting fouls, what we just talked about a moment ago, Barnesville's got to be careful, and you know that Coach Allen's got to be thinking here now with the running clock.
You get better players out of there.
There's some people he'll probably be thinking about getting out of the game. Garcia out of the Wells hold to try the extra point.
Wells for hold.
Kick is up, and it's good. And so with 7:46 to go in the third quarter, it's Barnesville 34-0 over Portsmouth. We'll be back after this.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. All Well is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
Hey, at 34-0 Barnesville, at 7:46 left in the third quarter. Let's get these sponsors thanked one more time, because with the running clock, time may get short. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric, Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Nayland Bateman Insurance Services, Campbell Punley Milburn Funeral Home, Life Support Therapy Services, Hendershot Detailing, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Smithburger Realty, and Rumor Loudon. So thank you to those folks. And we'll now, Garcia will prepare to kick this one off. And again, at the end of the game, we will have a Shamrock Player of the Game sponsored by Dairy Queen and a Shamrock Lineman, Power Lineman of the Game sponsored by Guernsey Muskingum Power Lineman, or Guernsey Muskingum Electric Co-op, they sponsor the Power Lineman.
And the winner of this game, most likely Barnesville, will most likely play Wheelersburg for the 4th year in a row next week, as they are leading 23-3 over Morgan late in the 3rd quarter.
And if that holds up, everything there, that game will be at Wheelersburg. It will not be neutral site till the following week, as the OHSAA's made the decision with the only 12 teams in the playoffs that the 3rd round will again be at the home fields of the higher seed. So that game next week, if Wheelersburg does hold on to win that game, will be at Wheelersburg. And this
apparently Morgan has a field goal kicker.
Garcia to kick. Line drive kick down to about the 7-yard line. Out to the 20. And he'll be swarmed under. The kickoff coverage by the Shamrock. And there's some, it looked like I saw a little push again after the play was over. Did not see for sure who the return man was on that, but the clock now will run.
Taylor again with the tackle.
Put the ball down at the, well, wait for him. We'll put it down at the 21-yard line. $34-0 Shamrocks, and as we indicated there, we are now under a running clock, and it will stay running clock unless Portsmouth will gets the score and puts it under 30.
And that'll be a short gain.
That is Pocious. No, excuse me, that's Parker. It is Jamarcus Parker, a sophomore, and short gain on the play. Give him a couple.
That was Eric Wilson on the tackle.
And we may already be seeing a handful of backup players in the game here for the Shamrocks. Man in motion for the Trojans. Locklear wants to throw, rolling to his right. Has nobody to throw to, tries to get off a short toss. There, the ball's incomplete. Intended for Parker. And that will be incomplete, so the clock will keep running. 3rd down now and 8. I hesitated for a moment there because after every play I'm looking around to see if there are any more flags on the field.
And that was close to a pass interference on Barnesville. He hit him right as the ball was there.
And I'm not meaning this as a detriment to the officials. You know, that's not that I think the officials are doing a bad job. It's just they're being asked to do an almost impossible job tonight with all these personal fouls committed by Portsmouth. Quick pass out to the left on a little screen, and it'll be short of the 1st down.
That was to number 3, Williams. And he'll give about 6 yards there.
They'll put the ball down to 29. 4th down.
2, line of scrimmage to 29.
They're going to go for it.
Closer to 4th and 2. But yeah, 34-0. We saw Portsmouth line up and go for it earlier, but they have some trouble getting the right personnel on the field. Play clock's down to 8. Quarterback under center. Give the ball to Pocious. He did not get, wow, he surged forward. He may have gotten it.
I think he did, yes. Well, the official on the far side
I'll tell you what,
motioning.
He was stopped, and he lunged forward. A good individual effort there by Fernando Pocious. And he'll get out to the 32-yard line, pick up of 3.
As you said, we're in a running clock. We're down to 4:35 now in the 3rd quarter. Barnesville up 34-0.
Pocious again, left side. Forward for about 3 yards. He'll be just short of the 35, maybe closer to 2 yards on that carry.
Darian Anderson, the tackler.
16 yards now rushing for Pocious and 11 carries. He's lost yardage on 3 carries this evening and had 3 others that were for no gain.
3 receivers, right, 2 left. Quarterback fakes the throw out. Now he wants to run it up the middle. And he'll be out to near the 40-yard line, short of the first down. Whole lot of green shirts making tackle there.
About a 5-yard gain for Locklear.
There's Caden Berry on another tackle. Among some others out to the 40-yard line. And it will be 3rd down and 2. Inside 3.5 minutes now left in the third quarter, 34-0 Barnesville. Man in motion. Low snap. Yeah, bobbled, but Locklear picks it up. He's rolling out to the right, trying to find somewhere to throw it. He's going to throw it way downfield, and the ball's going to be knocked down. Detling slapped the ball away. That's Joel Detling, incomplete pass. Locklear just trying to find anywhere to throw the ball, and the receiver he tried to get it to had about 3 defenders close to him.
This will bring up another 4th down now. They will go for it, of course. It is a 4th and 2.
And, of course, even with the incomplete pass, we're now in running clock. We're inside just about 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Time goes quickly in the running clock situation. The lineman shifts from the right to the left. They'll give the ball to Pocious, I believe.
I think he's going to get a first down. Yes, he will.
Stopping the clock, it is a first down.
Be about a 4-yard gain for Pocious.
That is Fernando Pocious out to the 43-yard line.
Matt Cassiopo coming off.
What the Shamrocks don't want to have happen here is Portsmouth to go down and score and get the clock back into the normal running.
I think that's why they've got their starters in right now.
There's a handoff. This is Pocious once again. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, maybe 4. Give him 5. This will be this will be Portsmouth's 10th play of this possession. This is probably the most plays they have run in a single possession. It's definitely the most plays they've run going forward. Again, tight end moves from, that's a tackle, moves from the left to the right. Pocious straight ahead. It's about the 50-yard line. Meets a whole lot of resistance there after a couple yards.
Craker on the tackle.
Also calling out, saying Wilson, Eric Wilson.
Yes, okay.
A senior seeing some time in there now. So put the ball out to 50-yard line.
That is about a gain of 1, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Right on the 50-yard line is the ball.
And unbalanced coming to the right. This is Parker. He'll be hitting the backfield. First contact there was by Jake Hannes.
And Evan Wells also in on that.
See where they put the ball down. Looks like they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Actually, okay, yep.
And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So 4th down play when we come back. End of 3 quarters. Barnesville 34, Portsmouth 0. Back with the 4th quarter.
Looking to make your vehicle shine like new? Hendershot Detailing in Barnesville is your answer. With over 20 years of experience, their team knows cars, trucks, and SUVs inside and out. They offer a range of packages to fit your needs, and they even have gift certificates available, making it a perfect present for your loved ones. Check them out on Facebook and give them a call or text at 579-1374 to schedule your appointment today. Hendershot Detailing, where every detail counts.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield,
93 BNV.
Clock is running to start the fourth quarter now, as the officials now wasting no time getting that clock started at 34-0. And can you blame them?
No.
On that, the way things are going, I think these officials are just in as big a hurry as anything to get out of here. Portsmouth with over 100 yards in penalties, mostly personal fouls. 4th and 2, Trojans at the 50-yard line. Then they shift the man to the side, their lineman, and straight ahead.
He didn't get it.
He did not get it. Barnesville's going to take over. Parker's the ball carrier, number 6 on the hit there. That's Carpenter, I believe. Evan Carpenter. And they'll give him no gain on the play. So Barnesville will now take over at the 50-yard line, leading 34-0.
Down to 11 minutes left in the game, the clock running.
Barnesville players huddling over on the sideline there, trying to get the ready. The play clock is down, so Barnesville may have to spend a timeout here on that to get the personnel together. I think that's what's going to happen. Coach Allen will
he's in no hurry.
Let this run down, and the Portsmouth players just walking slowly out on the field. So Coach Allen either will take a timeout or will take the penalty. Yep, he just runs up now. I think he realized that the play clock was down, so he's calling timeout. And let's just keep it here during this timeout. Yep. I mean, that's the case right there, with Coach Allen and his assistants trying to get a second offensive group together to come into the game. This will give us an opportunity to once again thank these sponsors: Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Smithburger Realty, Rumor Loudon, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Hendershot Detailing, Life Support Therapy Services, Campbell, Plumley, Milburn and Funeral Home, Nayland Bateman Insurance Services, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric, Heating and AC, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. And Mark's going to quickly try to find some scores here during this break in the action.
Well, like I said, Barnesville next week, it looks like it's going to play again, Wheelersburg. They're ahead 26-3.
And this will be the 4th year in a row, the Shamrocks and Wheelersburg, and the first time that the game has been at Wheelersburg.
And they've beaten Barnesville all 3 of those.
Two times it's been here, and one time was a neutral site, but it will be at Wheelersburg next week.
Fort Fry, 28-14. St. Clairsville trailing by only 3 now, 20-17. And Nelsonville yoked 28-0 over Union Local.
And the Shamrocks, a lot of confusion with backup players in. The quarterback position there now is Bain Stephen, a freshman. And he either turned the wrong way or the back went the wrong way. There was nobody to give the ball to, so he will lose 12 yards.
And that's going to put a hurt on the Barnesville numbers overall.
Barnesville has scored on every possession except one, and that's when they took it and let the clock run out at the end of the first half. I believe that's the only possession that they have not scored a touchdown.
34-0 if you're just joining us, especially if you're on the radio and can't see it. Barnesville will go on to play next week, probably at Wheelersburg.
And we'll get another whistle.
And Coach Allen upset these reserve players in here not getting in the right position. And there's going to be a penalty.
It'll be a delay of game penalty against Barnesville.
This has been probably 3 weeks at least since the reserves have had a game.
So this would make it about 2nd and 27. We've had a lot of those long yardage situations. Yes. We had a 4th and 52 for Portsmouth in the first half.
All right, this will be Evan Carpenter will carry the ball.
He'll get straight ahead for short gain out to the 36-yard line. Give him 3. And a lot of times what you try to do as a coaching staff here is you try to give some different kids an opportunity to carry the ball. But as we speculated earlier about all the first liners for the Shamrocks have retired for the evening.
All right, this will be a fake, and he's going to look at, tries to throw it there, did the quarterback. I believe that's Steven. He was hit as soon as he threw it. He was under pressure. The line did not protect him.
Tried to get the ball there to Evan Carpenter.
And it hit the ground.
That's 4th down. So Barnesville will punt the ball for the first time tonight. And who is punting?
Well, it's hard to see those numbers, especially with the shadows.
Is that Christian Hannes?
That's what yes, it is. Oh, he just about had that blocked.
He got hit, and we're going to have a running into the kicker penalty. a fair catch down around the 40-yard line. But now if that's running into the kicker, that's only a 5-yard. Well, let's wait. It's a 5-yard penalty. And I think Coach Allen is saying, well, he's talking to the official there, but I think he will decline this penalty. If it's a 5-yard penalty, you decline it.
Yes.
If it's an automatic first down, you take it. But I think that's a 5-yard step off. Yes. Is running into the kicker against Portsmouth and will be declined because they would not have given the Shamrocks a first down. So Portsmouth will take over now at their own 40-yard line. Christian Hannes sneaking in to punt that ball away. So now Portsmouth, their first running back, Pocius, is still in the field. Their quarterback, Locklear, is still in the field. Clock running. Now we're already down to 6:40 on that moving clock.
There are some starters in there for Barnesville and some second stringers. We're down to 6.5 minutes to go in the game.
Locklear wants to throw. He is under pressure. He's going down in the backfield. Looked like Jake Hannes will get credit for that sack. Loss of 5. Back to the 35-yard line, 2nd and 15. Portsmouth is probably going to have negative yardage for the second half, Mark.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, we'll see here in a little bit. Unless they rip off a big play. 2nd and 15. Clock under 6 minutes now.
Locklear airs it out, throws it deep, and the ball is out of bounds. You know, even if the receiver had been open. The defensive back for the Shamrocks there was Knox Mankin. That is incomplete.
Mankin, freshman, we saw him get some playing time this year.
Intended receiver was Leland Skurlock for the Trojans. He's very slowly making his way back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody will have to tell him to play because he didn't make it back to the huddle. Just over 5 minutes left. Locklear wants to throw again. Rolling to the right. Here, downfield.
I'll tell you, he might have caught that. We'll see what they're going to say. That was very low. It is complete. That was a good catch.
Number 19 on the reception. That is Braxton Carr. All the way down to the 38-yard line.
27-yard catch for Carr.
And they'll put the ball down at the 38.
Marquez Locklear now, he is 5 of 13 throwing the ball. That's their biggest pass play of the game.
Locklear now rolling to his left. Looking. Throws it back across the middle. He's got a man complete. Number 22 pulled down from behind. That's Mankin, who made the tackle, and his helmet come off, so he'll have to come out of the game. But the completion, as he made the tackle there about the 13-yard line.
And who had that catch?
That's a good question.
Far corner of the field for us, could not see it. Mankin had us blocked. That was
The ball is at the 13-yard line. Locklear wants to throw again. He'll be sacked. There's a whole bunch of Shamrocks on top of him in the backfield. Phoenix Graham is there. Also, Jake Hannes. That's all the way back to the 21-yard line.
So that's a loss of 7. Third sack of the game for the Shamrocks. 17 yards total. We're down to 3 minutes now in the game.
Second down. Locklear airs it toward the end zone.
And I think it's intercepted. Yes, it is. Can you see who that is, Jeff? If you can get
that's in the worst spot for me to see.
I know, me too. They'll say here. Mankin, okay. First interception of the game.
And that will bring the ball out to the 20-yard line where the Shamrocks will run the last 2 minutes and 52 seconds off the clock. And most of that 2:52 should run off here with about 3 plays. As again, freshman quarterback Bain Stephen to the huddle.
See if they take a knee here. It looks like they're in a running position there. They got the I formation. And this will be a pitch. And that will be a loss.
I think that's Carpenter, Evan Carpenter.
Yes. And he'll lose about 2 yards on that.
I'm done keeping stats for the night. Biggest thing now, we'll decide who our player of the game and our lineman of the game will be. Inside 2 minutes now before, at the time of this snap.
The running clock, you'd think they would just take a knee here. I can't imagine Ironton taking a timeout.
But at the same time, you know, these younger kids deserve a chance to run some plays. And that's a short run.
I believe that'll be Evan Carpenter again, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage. Jake Hannes, okay.
Yes, it was Hannes.
And he got back to the original line of scrimmage, so give him 2 yards. Clock continues to run. We're down to 1:15 to go in the game. For Barnesville, it is a 3rd and 10. I formation. And there's going to be a flag, and I think it's going to be movement on Portsmouth.
It is another 5-yard penalty. Let's hope that's the last penalty of the game on Portsmouth. Well over 100 yards in penalties.
115.
And the play clock now, Shamrocks will have to run one more play, as there's about 4 seconds more on the game clock than the play clock. 34-0.
And this will be the final home game of the year for Barnesville. As we said, they will travel next week to Wheelersburg, and that's a haul. Like close to 2.5, 3 hour drive. And
yeah, it looks like they're going to just take the knee, Mark.
He's waiting at letting the clock count down the play clock.
He's watching the play clock, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, take it now, and then it doesn't matter how much time's left, but I'm sure that's the way he's been instructed all year, to watch the play clock.
And he'll get it and take the knee.
And there's another cheap shot by a Portsmouth player. The flag will throw, but there's a kid right there that just made a hit on a freshman quarterback who was taking a knee. Well, the Barnesville fans are letting their feelings be known for what they've seen tonight from the Portsmouth players. And if you're living down in Portsmouth and watching our live stream, I'm not going to apologize for what we've said tonight. It's Portsmouth, very undisciplined team. And they'll bow out. 34-0 Barnesville is your final score. This is where you need to keep an eye on players going through the shaking line.
That's what I'm watching,
and I'll tell you what, it looks like maybe some of the Barnesville players are even just walking away and not even going to go through the line.
And there's a Barnesville player that went down.
I'll tell you what.
I think it looks like he's holding, he get hit in the lineup there?
I did not see it, but a lot of times you hate to see him not go through the handshake lineup, but tonight I don't blame him. That's just, absolutely uncalled for. But Shamrocks will advance. They'll play next week. 34-0 winner tonight over the Portsmouth Trojans. We'll take our last timeout and be back and put a wrap on this in just a couple of minutes.
This is Kelly with Rumor Loudon Heating and Air Conditioning. I wanted to let you know your air conditioning and heating system run an average of about 3,300 hours per year. If it was a car traveling at 65 miles per hour, that would equal 214,000 miles. Just like your car needs maintenance, so does your heating and air conditioning system. Call for a tune-up today. We have 3 offices to best serve you in Barnesville, St. Clairsville, and Moundsville.
Campbell Plumley Milburn Funeral Home. Proudly family-owned and operated, we serve our community with care, compassion, and dedication every day. We offer thoughtful pre-planning services with convenient monthly payment options, making it easier to plan ahead with peace of mind. We also accept all pre-need transfers from other funeral homes. Trust our family to care for yours when it matters most. Congratulations to the Shamrocks on an outstanding season, and best of luck in the playoffs.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and sometimes we need a helping hand. At Life Support Therapy Services, your well-being is our priority. Our experienced therapists offer compassionate support tailored to your unique needs. Schedule your confidential in-person or telehealth session today by calling 740-487-1768 or by visiting our website at lifesupporttherapyservices.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Smithberger. Are you looking to sell or buy real estate? Smithberger Realty is a part of our nation's largest traditional and auction real estate company. We can provide you with national marketing with local expertise. Come visit our offices in Clarington or Barnesville.
Smithberger Realty is an affiliate of United Country Real Estate.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
Back here at Shamrock Stadium, where it's been all Barnesville tonight. Final score of 34-7. Hey, thank you also tonight to our on-site director here, Dalton Gambita, and our cameraman Justin Ames tonight. Justin outside, he did have a little bit of an awning out there, but what rain did fall, really did not affect play tonight. Before we go through the summary of scoring and the final stats here, final thank you tonight for our sponsors, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Nayland Bateman Insurance Services, Campbell Plumley Milburn Funeral Home, Life Support Therapy Services, Hendershot Detailing, Ohio's Children's Trust Fund, Rumor Loudon, Smithberger Realty, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, Village Hardware and Rental, and Doan Ford. Thank you to those folks. And here, before we go off the air tonight, we'll give a Barnesville Dairy Queen Player of the Game and a Guernsey Muskingum Power lineman of the game to one of the Shamrocks. All Barnesville, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, 2 by Trey Tolliver and 1 on a 59-yard run by Kobe Jones. 20-0 Barnesville at the end of one quarter. Tolliver added his 3rd touchdown of the night in the second quarter. 27-0 Shamrocks at halftime as Luis Garcia was 3 for 3 on placements. And then in the third quarter, Evan Wells added the final touchdown on a 15-yard run. Garcia's kick made it 34-0. Put us in a running clock with 7:46 remaining in the third quarter and stayed that way the rest of the game. Just a dominating play game all the way around by the Shamrocks as they'll advance 34-0. I don't know, Mark, did I give you enough time yet to tally everything up?
Yeah, just a minute here. Let's see, 81. So 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Where's a math teacher when you need him, right?
Yeah. Well, it took me about a half hour to add all the Portsmouth penalties up. All right, let's go through Portsmouth first. As you heard, Barnesville now 9-2 on the season. They will play at Wheelersburg next week, as they were well ahead of Morgan last we looked. And the quarterback, Marquez Locklear, tonight, he threw the ball 15 times. He completed 6 of those for 81 yards. Rushing tonight, Locklear, he was sacked 3 times. He fumbled once on a bad snap for 22 yards loss. He ended up tonight with 16 yards in the negative. Fernando Pochez, 16 carries tonight for 26 yards. Jamarcus Parker, 5 carries for 16. And Cameron Williams, 1 carry for 9. So for the Trojans, 35 yards rushing, 81 passing, 126 yards in offense. They had 2 turnovers tonight, 1 lost fumble out of 4, and 1 interception. And the big number, they had 115 yards tonight in penalties, a vast majority of those unsportsmanlike. So they had 126 minus 115, so they only had about 11 yards tonight in total offense. Barnesville, Cole Francis tonight, 1 carry for 4 yards. Trey Tolliver, 3 touchdowns, 106 yards on 14 carries. Kobe Jones, only 1 carry, but it was a 59-yard touchdown run. Evan Wells, 41 yards and a touchdown on 5 carries. Evan Carpenter carried the ball 2 times for a yard. Bane Stevens, 1 carry for minus 12, and Jake Hannes, 1 carry for 7 yards. So for rushing tonight, Barnesville 206 yards. Barnesville threw no passes, or only completed no passes in the second half. So the passing's the same as the first half, 95 yards. 301 yards tonight from the line of scrimmage. No turnovers for Barnesville, and they were penalized 5 times tonight for 40 yards. So again, the numbers speak for themselves. We had a running clock a good chunk of the second half, and Barnesville now moves on with a 9-2 record to play at Wheelersburg and try to break that string of losses to them next week at Wheelersburg. And that's a long haul, as we said.
Final bit of business here tonight. I think we decided on the lineman of the game then.
Yes.
We'll go with Barnesville senior offensive lineman Dylan Lucas. He will be your Guernsey Muskingum Power lineman of the game. And not sure what he gets for that, but the acknowledgement that he gets the award.
This is the first time we've done that award, so we're not real aware of how it works. We apologize.
And for the Dairy Queen player of the game, a lot of guys could get credit for that, but I think we decided we'd go with Trey Tolliver, 3 touchdowns, 106 yards rushing, I believe you said. So we'll go Trey Tolliver will be your Barnesville Shamrock player of the game, and he gets a $15 certificate from Dairy Queen here in Barnesville. So that pretty well wraps it up tonight. Just, Shamrocks come out and made a statement early. And as you said, final home game of the year as This year, OHSAA playoffs at regional semifinals are at the higher seeded team, and that means a trip to Wheelersburg for the Shamrocks next week. Do not know at this point in time whether we will try to broadcast that game or not. If we do not, there will be a live stream available through the Southern Ohio Sports Authority on YouTube down in the Wheelersburg, Portsmouth area. So that would be available then. So not really sure, what we will do from our standpoint on WBNV or YRPtv. Tune in to WBNV during the week and listen in to see what happens there. But I don't know. You got anything else, Mark?
Well, right now, just some other area scores. Garfield all over St. Clairsville tonight, 41-24. That's late in the fourth quarter. Wheelersburg is ahead. The game's not over last I saw, but they are winning 43-3 over Morgan. And Union Local tonight loses by a score of 35-0. So let's see here. One other one we wanted to check out was who's in the other bracket. It would be Columbus Academy. And, all right, they are 35-14 over Zane Trace late in the game. So that looks like Zane Trace. And who'd we say? The other one was, that would be against Union Local there. So that would be Nelsonville, yeah. Okay, got that. So that fills out the rest of our bracket. All right, that is it for tonight. Again, we appreciate everybody listening to us tonight, and we appreciate if you stayed through this late in a pretty miserable game to watch. But again, Barnesville does come out. They make a statement tonight. They were by far the better team and the more disciplined team as they come out with a 34-0 win tonight over Portsmouth. Again, thank you. This is Mark Brown with Jeff Stevens. We appreciate everybody listening and watching. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of AVC Sports on WBNV, Barnesville Woodsfield's 93 BNV.